I've been watching hurricane videos for the last week and it makes me happy our ancestors hunted them to extinction. European hurricanes were smaller and easy to kill. It says so on the interweb. As a man of good character, I thought I would capitalize on these terrible disasters. So here are literally just some videos of massive waves. And hopefully this will get us millions of views. We shall ride these waves to the top and dominate the interweb. Or something like that. Our first video comes from a Portuguese beach. You have some photographers taking pictures of unusually big waves. The waves get closer and larger, but it doesn't seem like much of a threat, so they don't back away from the beach, which coincidentally is how we know these people aren't witches. But then the waves crash onto the shore and those watching run for their lives because they know Poseidon is angry. We get some awesome shaky cam footage and a fire truck is called for some reason. But it's not enough to stop the waves, and before long the entire nation of Portugal is underwater. That's why Portugal no longer appears on Google Maps. It technically doesn't exist. Words can't describe how terrifying I find this next wave. A man stands at the coast of Florida Keys filming waves caused by the approaching Hurricane Irma. Standing at the most vulnerable point of a state bracing for its worst hurricane on record isn't recommended, because something like this might happen. The man walks off without his camera, which was washed away along with his dignity. He's one of the few people who chose to remain in southern Florida. Most others who did seem to be news reporters with a death wish. The man's fall was caught on webcam. In Cape Town, this footage shows massive waves crash over moving traffic and flooding onto the coastal road. If you need a reason not to drive an open-top convertible, here it is. The waves came at a time of severe drought that dried up local reservoirs. All my life, and for some time after that, I've enjoyed watching storms. But there's a certain distance you should keep. I learned that the hard way, and in this video, so does someone else. It was filmed on the island country of Malta, which is so small most people have no idea it exists. The waves in this footage aren't going to kill you, but I wanted to include them anyway because they are quite incredible. To humans, these waves might just be a source of fun, but to mice and other rodents, it's a destructive tsunami, possibly the worst in recorded bunny history. If you work on an oil rig, you need to maintain clarity of purpose, because the waves in this video look strong enough to distort your worldview. If I were constantly surrounded by a desert of waves like this, I don't know how long it would be before I start to doubt my sanity. Off the coast of France, this lighthouse was built atop a tiny island. It's known for being hazardous for lighthouse keepers stationed there, as this image shows. For years people speculated if this man was drowned, as in photos taken just moments later he isn't seen, but it turns out the door was opened to him just as the wave struck. For a while it was among the internet's most popular mysteries. Videos like this show how the lighthouse is constantly battered by waves, sometimes over 160 feet high. As you see the massive waves in this footage, remember that the Vikings once crossed these seas in wooden ships. When a massive piece of glacier breaks off and falls into the water, it creates a wave that endangers those observing. Some say the glacier isn't really a glacier, that it's really part of the Great Ice Wall and the Earth is flat and the government is lying to you and gravity doesn't exist, nor does the moon or evolution. That's what some people say. Okay, that's the end of this video, and it was a glorious video if I do say myself. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love for you to answer this question for me in the comments. And if you want even more content, you'll find interesting facts on my Instagram daily. You'll find bonus videos on my Facebook page, and that's also daily.